Let's meet the visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. At small forward, Mike Dunleavy. At center, Joakim Noah. At point guard, Derrick Rose. At the other forward position, Pau Gasol. At the other guard position, Freak. The head coach of the visiting team is Fred Hoiberg. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 33, Trevor Booker. At shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 3, Marco Bellinelli. The other guard, at 6'0", number 7, Darren Ellison. At forward, 6'8", from Connecticut, number 8, Rudy Gay.
We are in Sacramento, California, home for the Kings in an interconference basketball game here. This game marks the end of a road trip for Chicago. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. The injury to the electrifying guard, Rajon Rondo. That's the story here, Clark. He is out.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. In the end, given the way it looked when he was helped off the court last game, I think he'd consider that good news.
I don't think there's any doubt. You know, when you watch that live, that injury seemed to be far worse. So still, small comfort for him having to sit these next few weeks out, but hopefully he'll be back soon.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. At small and power forward, it's Dunleavy and Gasol. Freak is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Noah in at center. Now, here's Burks. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. From beyond the arc, Booker pulls it in. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Warriors in Oakland.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
That is good.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
And Chicago has possession. Pass to Burks. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Burks, the pass to Gasol. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw good. Burks. And Burks hits 2 free throws. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Collison with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Gay with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Atlanta.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
4 on the shot clock. The drive by Collison. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Up top, Burks. He's covered by Collison.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now, here's Burks. He's tightly guarded. Here's Noah. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Here's Bellinelli. Burks covering. Screen by Cousins. Shoots off the screen. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Here's Burks. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Now the dish to Booker. Here's Bellinelli. Burks covering. Kept alive. Here's Cousins. The shot from the low post is good. Cousins has got 6.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Rose dishes to Burks. Back to Rose. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Kufis comes in for Trevor Booker. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Bellinelli. Then for the Bulls, Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And Mirotic subbed in for Mike Dunleavy. Here's Collison following the basket by Freak. Shot from 12. Burks pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And the basket by Rose.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Collison. 9 points last game out. Got a hand on it. Now here's Burks. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Gay. The Kings trail by 4. Outside Collison. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Shooting just 1.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
The Kings making a switch here. Gibson's checked in, and a change for the Bulls. Temple's checked in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Burks. He has 6, and Temple kicks to Burks. Gibson with it. Kufis is there. Here's Burks. Kufis with the block.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Cauley-Stein passes to Stevenson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And looking now at the numbers for Burks, he's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. How about 43 points per, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
And this is exactly what his coaches have been waiting for that light bulb to come on.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Caspi, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 1:03 left in the first quarter. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Gibson the screen. Mirotic dishes to Burks. And Gibson, here we go. Here's Ajinça. Can't get it to go. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, it appeared to me as well that they kind of gave in. And I understand it's hard to try to come back, but you've got to show more fight than they did.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Here's Here's the teardrop. Caspi with the bucket. Caspi's got his second bucket of the night. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Burks, defended by Gibson. Gibson with the screen on Gibson. Now, Burks. And no good trying to get that one. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Zach. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this has been my decision, too. And I want to make it good, great, actually. Not good, but great.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought, and it's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. Burks, he's in at the point. Noah is out there with Portis. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3. And Sacramento has possession. They lead by 4. And Gibson kicks to Koufos. Gibson the screen. Stevenson drives in. And it's blocked. 1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. And it goes through once again. Nice hit there from Burks. Burks has got 4 points in the quarter. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Kicks to Gay. To the inside. Cauley Stein lays it up and banks it in. Cauley Stein's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Kings. Now here's Burks, defended by Gibson. A 3-ball. And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Heritage. And that's 15 points for Freak.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The drive-by game. Burks pulls it in. Burks has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The 17-footer. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Kings shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Burks with the steal. He's all alone. Jumps up. And finished off by Mirotic.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good by Gay.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Burks can't get it to go.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Ajinça. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on that one, and so a good time to go to the replay and just to make sure if he got it off on time.
Yeah, and the officials on the floor will make the final determination after reviewing the footage from the NBA's replay center. And we can follow along. We see what they're seeing.
The basket counts.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Kings lead by 1. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first. Third quarter starting here now.
Just absolute domination in this one for Burks. He has 15 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Trevor Booker is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Collison. And it's Bellinelli in at the 2-guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Rose passes to Burks. Gasol screen. Inside. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
It's Gay on the way. The shot's good. Collison making the play. And that's now 9 points for Gay. Bulls trail by 3. Rose dishes to Burks. From deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. But once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over. Some hang time on that rim. Put a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Noah with a screen for Burks. 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Dunleavy kicks to Burks. It's good. This game is all even. Burks has got 18 points in the game.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Collison against Rose. Noah with the block. And they're able to recover. And that one's good. Cousins.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Pass to Burks. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Here's Gay. The rebound by Noah. The Bulls have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Noah with a screen for Burks.
It's sticking too much.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Caspian, he's checked in for the Kings. Chicago also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Heritage comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Kings have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. Some changes for Sacramento. Coley Stein comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Kufis subbed in for Booker. A drive by Collison. Here's Caspi. Sacramento again missing. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Burks. Not really his range, and it's off target. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Collison. They get it again. Bellinelli. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%. So no doubt he's pleased with that.
Well, Marco Bellinelli in this one. He's got 8 points and a couple of nice steals, too.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Darren Collison. And Chicago also making a switch. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. There's the pick.